Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Finis Cole. He's the founder and president of Cole Metals Group. Thank you so much, Finis, for your time. You've built Cole Metals Group around demystifying gold buying. How would you describe your firm's approach, and what is the biggest misconception new investors have about precious metals?
First of all, thanks for having me. Our approach really starts with education and focus on um, uh, the factors that actually drive gold prices and drive the gold market. So we start with education and trying to build a relationship with the client. I think one of the biggest misunderstandings that people have is that the gold is out there floating around arbitrarily with no rhyme or reason. So one of the main and I think most valuable things that we can try to express to clients is that everything in gold comes back around to the value of the dollar itself. It's not the gold that's moving, it's the dollar that's moving and what the purchasing power of the dollar is doing. So obviously, we continue to run deficits. As the value of the dollar continues to decline, it takes more dollars to get an ounce of gold. And so I think that's probably the most central and important thing that we try to communicate to clients from the beginning.
And you briefly mentioned that focus on building long-term relationships that your firm focuses on truly. What is one thing that you do differently from other traditional precious metals dealers that to earn that trust from your clients?
Well, most of the dealers in the industry will fall into one of two categories. You've got your online retailers who provide sort of an Amazon type experience. Um, Client comes in, buys something online, not a whole lot of support or understanding of how that'll fit in your portfolio or what it means for your long term goals. It's you're talking to an Amazon customer service agent. Nothing against Amazon, but when building a portfolio, we find that most of the time people want a little more personal attention to what their specific needs are. On the other hand, you have larger firms who purport to be, full service, but they're more interested in showing clients their own proprietary or specialty coins, where they're completely making the market, the bid and the ask on those specific products, very thinly traded, and I think that most often proprietary and specialty products end up not serving the client's best interests. And so this is another area of education for us in trying to tell clients what's available to them to build a healthy precious metals portfolio.
Amazing. And talking about that diversification, for individuals and families that want to diversify today, what first simple step do you think will make the biggest impact?
Well, there are two basic ways that individuals will approach the notion of introducing physical gold to their portfolios. Um, and they're about 50-50. So in no particular order, you'll have those who want to include gold in their retirement accounts. Say you've got someone who worked at a company for 10, 20, 30 years, built up a 401k, they rolled it into an IRA. It's full of paper assets, stocks, bonds, mutuals, etc. Well, turns out you can hold physical gold inside of an IRA as well. So we'll educate on the process of how that's done. It's very simple. It's just a matter of proper guidance. On the flip side of that, you have clients who, whether it's an individual who bought and sold real estate for a number of years, maybe ran a business and sold it, maybe you've got a family trust where there are assets to work with, but no IRA to speak of. This is what we call a direct delivery, where it's really just simply working with the client to try to uncover what their needs are and what fits the arrangement of their portfolio. Um, Finding out whether it's going to be government issued coins or privately minted bars that fit their interests best and get them shipped to either their home, their office, a private depository, globally. It's really up to the client at that point. If they're non-IRA assets, we can ship wherever the client instructs us to.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Finance, for your time. We really appreciate your insights and walking us through your firm's process. Very interesting. We'll leave a link below for anyone that wants to connect with Finance or the Cole Metals Group team. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching.